Welcome, 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 one and all, to the LowLandLions Weekly, your weekly Starcraft II recap show. I'm your host, Martijn, aka Mumbles, and of course, I'm joined here today by Maven, not full on, but Maven. Hey man, how have you been?
Yeah, I've been pretty good. School just started. I had some kind of spring break last week, so getting back to that.
I see,
Also back to StarCraft, of course.
I see, busy, busy. And, to make up for our lack of full on here today, we've got Sick from Mouse. Their newest, well, one of their two newest additions. So we'll hear from him. We'll get a quick introduction on who exactly he is and what he intends to show us here in StarCraft II world. But first things first, we're going to be talking a little bit about what I said about Naniwa and the leaked patch notes last show. Then we're going to be talking about IEM Korea, or sorry, IEM owned by Korea. Then we're going to be doing a quick interview with Sick here. Then we're going to be talking about Nama leaving Mouse, and last two topics are going to be, well, briefly touched on Clanbase still not playing out prizes and the European Gaming Series, EGS. So that's it. Without further ado, first things first, I'm going to do a little bit of monologue. Naniwa, I'm sorry. Upon review, looked back to the episode and looked at what what was said. We were a little harsh on you. Sorry, we didn't mean any offense. So I will apologize for the tone, but at the same time, leaked patch notes, that is something we have to discuss here at the show. So I hope you don't hold it against us, and I know there's no love lost. I know I got a bit of an angry message from you afterwards. Sorry, man. That's all I gotta say. That said, on to better topics. IEM, aka the Korean top 3. I actually know that Sick was there. How about first off, you give us a bit of an insight into your experience there, Sick. How did you enjoy the event? As he unmutes his microphone any second now. Any second now. Waiting for it. Sick! Sick! Sick!
It's gonna happen soon. He's soon gonna realize that he's got his mic off.
Yep. Meanwhile, I'm gonna do my Metal Gear Solid impersonation. Sick! 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 Okay, well, I guess not. That said, we'll wait for Sick to come. Hey, there we go! Hey, Sick!
Hey, what's up?
Your experience at IEM. Go! What do you think of the event?
Okay, it was really, really big. Okay, it was my first big LAN event, and I went there on the last day and Sunday. And whoa, I was at the finals live, and wow, so many people you can't imagine. Did you saw the pictures?
I hear they actually had to close the event hall because it was so full.
Yes, was so many people.
That said, what was it like to meet all the players?
So many people.
You're coming into the competitive StarCraft II community kind of new. So what was it like to see all these players in person and to be introduced to them?
Yeah, it's like you always watch there on GSL or on replays and everything like that, like Ira and all, and Moonglade. Some of my, how should I explain? Some of the best works in my opinion. And I went there with no imagines what I'm gonna be doing there, or if I'm just sitting there and watching some games. But then my manager picked me up and brought me to them, and it was kinda wow.
Get to work!
Like, yes, all the pros and me.
I see. I think we actually have a
You're
picture.
wait. I just wanna give this one to you. You're actually a pro now, so just don't say the pros and me, because you're actually one of the pros right now. Just wanna give that to you.
So in this picture, let's see who we recognize. We recognize here Moro, there's Bumblebee, the manager of Mouse, there's Show, QXC, and Sig, that's you next to QXC, right?
Yes.
And next to you is some crazy Korean guy. I gotta say, speaking of the Koreans, 1, 2, 3. Maven, did you expect the Koreans to dominate IEM as badly as they did?
Well, no, of course. I mean, I said from the start that, alright, the Koreans are good. No one can take that away from them. But, if you look at some of the matches, I mean, most of the matches were actually quite close, and I think that they even said that they were. So, despite that everyone said that, oh, they got crushed. Oh, Koreans are so good. Whoa, I heard their people actually, or the Koreans themselves said that they had a hard time winning everything. It might be that the Koreans are just very well mannered, which is a total possibility. Or they could have had a really tough set of games. But no, I did not believe that they would get the first, second, and third place. No.
Yeah, it was a bit of a shock to me. I did not think they actually went this far. And speaking of manner, I have a little bit of a video for you guys, which you can't see. Straight from IEM.
Koreans own white dudes. There you go, Koreans own white dudes.
Koreans own white dudes from Moon. Ouch! 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 That said, not the results I expected, but it was a great event to watch, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm sure in person the event was even more spectacular watching the finals. But Maven, what were your thoughts about the finals?
Well, actually, I don't think it was that epic.
Oh,
That
come
I
on! I
would
was
have
hoping
imagined.
you would.
No, I actually thought that there were so many things that made it one-sided in one game, and then the next game, the other guy was the person that was in the lead. So I mean, it was like, how did they exchange from having so much in the lead one game, and then the other player has in the next? I mean, of course, you can argue that the maps and all that stuff. But I just thought the game itself, it was like, yeah, it was cool to watch, but the funniest part is that one player had the advantage and one player had the real high advantage. I mean, it was just back and
Yeah.
forth between the games.
I think the people that read my Twitter right now know what I'm gonna say. Moon should have won that last game. He played just Ace played so greedy in that last deciding game. It was mind blowing how greedy it played, and Moon just couldn't finish him. I was waiting for Moon to finish this out, and like, okay, well, maybe one more wave, and then he just couldn't get it done, and Ace got a huge econ lead. I kind of feel like Moon lost the last game more than Ace won it, but it was a great defense by Ace, so we shouldn't take away from that. So that said, well, let's first discuss our guest here today, seemingly only polite. Sick. I know that you joined Mouse through their recent German talent competition. How was that experience for you? How was it like? What was it like to go through that tournament?
You mean the tournament games or afterwards?
Well, both. Let's start with the tournament games. Just how did it feel to actually compete for that and do well?
Okay, actually, before the tournament started, I'm kinda still thinking because I don't know. I was in a German clan called TMC, Team Media Cafe,
Mhm.
and I liked the clan, and I don't know if I should compete in this competition, but then my clan told me if you get the chance, you should take it because Mouse Sports is a bigger clan and everything like that. So I took the chance, and yeah, when I got the email, I was kind of happy, but I expected it because I'm not, because I know I'm a strong player in this age, I mean between 16 and 18.
So
Just
you basically
16 is the best
expected you would
player.
get invited after the tournament.
Yes,
I
that's fair.
see. I see.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I
Confidence.
actually think, yeah, I actually think that's a good from the TMC Team Mind Cafe.
Media.
Media. All right. Mind. What did I get? Mind. Either way, because I mean, most clans right now are like, no, you gotta wait. Please don't go or whatever. But seeing as they said, like, yeah, go spread your wings. I think you gotta give them props for that because there's not a lot of teams that would actually say that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, not all of them told me to go this way, but most of them. Okay.
Yeah.
They were supportive at least. That's good to
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's cool, really cool. Thank you to Media Cafe. And after getting the invite, I played so much, even more than before. And yeah, then I won my first game. It was against Jack Hightech, Protoss. It was my strongest opponent in my group, and I won 2-1. So I was kind of happy, and I knew that I maybe win tournament. Then I got kicked out in the half final, semi-finals. Hello?
Yep. Whoops.
Yeah, I got kicked out in the semi-finals against my clanmate Risk, and I played so bad. The first game was mine, and then second game he cheesed me, and third game he cheesed me again, and I was so bad at that day. Don't know what happened. Okay, but still got my chance to show my gameplay. Cause the game against Jack Hightech, I have to play against him one more time after that. Yeah, and I won. 2. Yeah, then I got my invite to Mouse.
Awesome. So what is it like being the new guy on the team?
At the beginning it was kind of weird because you're not in the same level like Hazo Ops or Morrow, like the pros, I have to say. I have to admit, they still better than me.
Well, you haven't been with the team that long yet. Give it a little while.
Yes. After I meet them at Zebet in Hanover, we're kind of familiar now with each other, and I like them.
Awesome. And was it easier because I believe 2 of you guys joined at the same time? Did that help you having someone that was from the same same scenario, same situation, joining the team at the same time?
Not that much.
Not really.
No.
I figured you two would be the new guys who would be hanging out together, practicing together, showing the old guys what you've got.
Of course we do. We practice a lot with each other, playing 2 and 2, 2 and 2. But still, even if he wouldn't be there, it's like the same situation, in my opinion.
Okay, you're quite confident. I like that in a pro gamer. You need to be confident and need to be ready to show people what you've got. So
I'm not really confident.
Oh.
Every game I go in against a name I know before, I say I'm gonna lose for sure.
Well, stop that. First step is as a pro gamer is to say that you're gonna win every single game.
I do that all the time.
And then you actually start
gamer.
winning every single game, but that's step 2.
So if you're gonna lose after that game, you're just gonna feel even bad, more worse than you are.
That'll just motivate you to try harder next time.
No. What you do there is you blame imbalance for 5 minutes, and then you go and watch replay.
Oh yeah, fucking Colossi.
Don't go there, man. Don't go there.
Anyway. So what kind of gaming history do you actually have? Have you been competitive in other games? What is your background in gaming? Have you played a lot of RTS games?
No. I just played Dota and Warcraft 3 a little bit, but not that much of RTS. I played World of Warcraft. Funny game.
Yeah, World of Warcraft. Well, we're not gonna go into competitive World of Warcraft, otherwise I might want to slash my wrist. So sorry.
Don't talk bad about World of Warcraft, man. Don't do it.
Oh, right. We've got a junkie here. Poor Maven. Always on Battle.net when I'm casting. I'm like, looking through my real ID friends, and there's Maven in some dungeon. Like, deep sigh.
That's fun.
Next topic is actually going to be Nama leaving Mouse. Did you have a chance to really get to know Mana before he left sick?
Nama.
Oh yes.
Nama. Yeah.
We practiced sometimes, but we are not really close to each other.
Mm-hmm. I see.
But we just practicing. After he left, he still told me we can still practice with each other, so it's okay. Goodbye.
Awesome. It's very manner. And yeah, I actually had a chance to talk to Nama yesterday and ask him for a bit of a statement. So basically the deal is for him, Virus came up to him with a really great offer and he decided to accept it. He thinks he is going to have more opportunities to go to LANs with Virus, and that's something he enjoys doing. He likes seeing different countries, different places. And Mouse was nice enough to let him out of the contract without any hassle when he asked. So pretty much, main motivators, land support and salary was a little better. Fires just offered him a better deal. And it's actually kind of funny. Nama right now is going to be on the same team as his brother, Sign. So it's going to be
Yeah, I like
interesting
that.
to see what those two are going to be doing in the house. They're going to be practicing a lot together, I'm sure.
The Virus Brothers. There we go.
They're going to start a plague soon. Oh, poor puns aside. This is also your opportunity to go to Liquipedia and update Nama's team, seeming Folan's going to be like, no one's updated that yet. Oh. But yeah, no, Nama actually leaving Mouse. Yeah, what Mouse had to say is Mouse, I asked Mouse for a statement as well. They didn't have much to add other than what's on their website. They're sad to see him go because, of course, he was their DreamHack champion. He faced off against Mana in the DreamHack finals and took that home. But that said, it all happened on good terms, so no drama there. Clean break. That said, next topic was actually something that I read on Grubby's website, and that's you can find that if you just go to followgrubby.tumblr.com. Apparently, Clanbase does not still has not paid out all the prize money. Of course, to give you guys a short introduction on what you guys might or might not be familiar with, GGL bought Clanbase and ran the show for quite a bit, and then GGL went out of business. Meanwhile, Clanbase is still going on, but still a lot of prizes have not been paid. Grubby here states that he's still owed 2,000. I believe that Rotterdam, of course, is also owed money from that, and this is all from the Warcraft 3 days. I wonder, that I'm gonna open it up to discussion with Maven especially. League's not paying out prizes. What can you really do as a player? Is there anything you can really undergo to make your to stake your prize other than just put it out there and make publicity?
All right, just look at it this way. If you have, let's pick a sport that it's not one of the top 5. Let's say
curling.
Curling. All right, curling. Whatever. Yeah, there we have it. Perfect. All right. So you win a curling tournament. And they promise you prizes, and they don't pay out. So what do? I mean, you do whatever you do this exact same thing as if someone would have cheated you out of something. You go to a lawyer, and they ask people in charge what happened. If they don't, then you have actually, I think there's something that says that you have to get your money or something, or you can sue. Or maybe that's just in America, but I don't know.
Well, I think that's a completely valid suggestion. If Grubby, you're owed $2,000, but say you won $200 or $100. At that point, going to a lawyer is probably going to cost you more than it is just to get the prize money. So maybe you get compensated for the lawyer in the end, or maybe not. Regardless, it's a lot of hassle, a lot of trouble to go through. And I'm thinking that a lot of leagues get away with this kind of stuff. I know it happens regularly with CPL and GGL, known for not paying out their prizes before going out of business. So
but you gotta think if the same thing actually happens. Now we can take one of the big. Let's take soccer. Everybody knows that. When you come to these small cups, I bet you there is a lot of those cups that don't pay out their prizes, and because people don't pursue because it costs them too much, they get away. So and that means that they can do a whole new cup where they gain even more money, and they're just going to continue doing it. So either you shut it down, or you create something like you gotta have a national esports association which punishes these guys. Or if it's not supported by the National Esports Association, then maybe some players won't attend. because
I believe
it's
we
not
did have
supported.
what was it, G something? There was
There is
an organization
something.
of several teams that got together and is fighting for players
Oh,
to get that prize
G8
money. The
or
G8.
G7, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I think so. It's like made in Brazil, SK Gaming, Fnatic, you know, all those, the big ones. EG, I think, is part of that too. Um, but yeah, those went together and like, yeah, we're gonna be doing the same things and all over, but that didn't work out because, well, you know, they didn't take it seriously. But
I think the problem is right now they just don't have enough pull. You know, if enough people
that
get
too.
outraged about something like that, definitely people, the league is going to be forced to take action. But if you look at Clanbase is still operating. They're still, running their leagues, they're having a good time, and just no problem. And just people are not taking note of this. So next
I
time
mean, this is
you want to sign up for a Clanbase Cup, just don't do it. Don't do it.
yeah, and this is what I mean. We need this is gonna look stupid, people. We need like something like FIFA in soccer. I mean,
Except without the bad thing.
yeah, except without the bad thing. But the bad things are gonna come, and we're just gonna have to deal with it then. But I mean, the concept of it is exactly what esport needs. You need someone who says, "All right, these guys are trusted. They're gonna pay out. If they don't, we're gonna take precautions for it." But there's no one who's actually willing to get something up and try to start it because it requires a whole lot of money and it requires people to be so devoted in the early because you won't have that much money anyways, that right now it seems like that's just a dream that we can hope is gonna happen. Because I mean, I can't go out and say, all right, let's start an association that grants tournaments right to be a tournament. And I was like,
Well, I think
and
just-
who were you now again?
Yeah, I think the only kind of teams, the only people that can make such a demand or suggestion right now, just a proposal, are going to be EG, are going to be teams like Mouse, Dignitas, the teams that really can field more than just a few great players. And I really think that those are the only ones that can make a statement. Okay, either you play by the rules or we don't send our players, and it will negatively affect your business. I think with Starcraft II, we're not ready. We're not at a stage yet where we can have an organization like that. So it's going to be a tough spot. I know that the DreamHack money was paid out, but took quite a while as well. I know the assembly money was paid out on the spot. By the way, that was something I really have to commend them for. Just paying out on the spot is awesome. Well, Clanbase hasn't paid a lot of prizes. Who else we have? Well, CPL is finally starting to pay prizes from tournaments that happened 5 years ago. So, still not quite in the clear there. Just goes to show that with these tournaments you do have to be careful. Not all of them are going to pay out. And that said, just to give us one less topic to rant about, the EGS, the European Gamer Series. I honestly, I just read this before the show because Maven was like, oh my god, you should mention this. And yeah, I think the general impression is that we've seen stuff like this before, but it caught your eye, Maven?
Yeah, I just read up a news about it. It's called the European Gaming Series, and it's based in the Netherlands. So, yeah. So they had an official press release in Dutch, a little earlier today, where they presented things to come for gaming in Europe, on their new website, and it's basically says that they're gonna try to get it on television and internet, paid online game competitions, and on international TV channels. And I mean, to me, this, of course, it sounds awesome. You can't say anything about that. But just like you said, there's like, who believes in this anymore? Because there's been so much talk about it. I mean, Eurosport thing was like, alright, we see the ESL logo every 3 seconds because they paid for it. So it's like they're saying they want to do like a worldwide Olympic level, whatever. The games are not for fun or just for fun anymore. There's also an esport market for the adults. And they're saying that they will organize 1 to 4 events every year. I mean, there's a huge difference between 1 and 4 events.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a huge difference, because if you have 1 event each year, it's going to be, oh my god, this is event now. 4 events is going to be, all right, this is now, all right, this is again. That 4 events is cool, but you got to have like something that spice it up a little bit.
And just to give you guys a little treat, I am Dutch, of course, so I can translate this real quick.
Yeah.
So Technofund, Flevoland, and the Knowledge Marketing and Media Group have taken interest in the European gaming series. So 2 new companies apparently investing into the EGS. They exploit game content and competitions for TV and internet. So paid online game competitions in combination with live gaming events on national and international TV channels. Hidden online gaming talents can grow into international television stars, is what they're suggesting. I think that's kind of pretentious, but yeah, we do have a lot of up and coming talent in the Starcraft II community, don't we, Sek?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
I hope you like that tie-in. Also, they added games aren't just played for fun. There is a grown-up esports market these days, and we want to develop that market, expand the market, and take it to a worldwide Olympic level. The game market is worldwide the biggest growing market, and offers a lot of creative ideas and spin-offs and all that good stuff. Well, I think just from reading the press release, and I think this is kind of comes with the territory, it is rather pretentious. So we'll see exactly how much of this they'll make through. It's always good to see startups like this, but honestly, the big quiz is going to be the first event. How are they gonna actually realize all this these claims? How are they gonna make this happen?
I mean, it's just like your first date. It says it's like everything has to happen, or your first meeting with someone. That gives this expression which you will have for like maybe 2 years or something. I mean, of course, we have you might have something like, all right, they didn't do so well, it was their first time, and you can see that. And then the second time they do like, whoa, how did they manage to do this? This is awesome. Or it can be like a total blow. I mean, there's just so much that can happen, and for something this big, I hope for them that it goes through, because this would be like insane. So I really hope it goes through, but I gotta be realistic as well. I mean, I've never been realistic in my whole life, because I think I'm the best. But still, I mean, yeah, it sounds so awesome that I can't actually believe it. That's gonna be my standpoint at this.
I'm gonna give him every opportunity to make through. They are Dutch, so
Yeah.
If worst comes to worst, I'll just drive over and start swinging with a golf club or something.
Because that's what Dutch people do.
That's how
they
that's how
go
we
around with golf clubs.
That's how we settle conflicts here.
In Sweden, we take out our swords and put our caps with horns on and go to battle. But yeah, you guys, you golf clubs, yeah, go for it.
Yep, golf clubs and hockey sticks, pretty much. That's about all we swing. Regardless, I gotta say, I think it's a bit awkward for a Dutch company to do this. Honestly, they're obviously gonna have to aim for the international market. Seeming there's no TV channel that would seriously broadcast a gaming tournament in the Netherlands right now.
Well, you never
I can tell you that
you never
much.
know. The thing is, you say that, but imagine the first channel in a country where I mean, every guy between 14 and 20 plays video games. I mean, there's like the 5%. That of course we have the third world. Nothing bad about them, of course, but those who actually are able to play games.
Definitely.
I mean, even if it's on a cell phone or whatever, they have heard about the gaming industry, and if a company wants to attract new viewers, I mean, between 15 and 20, this is the perfect way for them to do it. So I think that gives them a lot to work on,
I
but
just
there
think
also has to be someone willing to do it.
you know, I can see ESL in Germany very successful, and I can see something like that happening in France as well. The Netherlands, kind of a small base, you know. You can't really focus on the national activities because you've got a few pro gamers. You've got Grubby, we mentioned. You know, you got Rotterdam, you've got Ret, and that's about it.
Was pretty much it.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it. You
Yeah,
know,
but
we never know what's going to come from that. It's a little something you guys can keep your eyes on. And
yeah, but I mean, look, it has to start somewhere, right?
True.
So let's support the site and let's see what they're gonna do, and then just support them and hope for the best. That's all we can do right now, really.
Well, that said, you know, I'm fully with you on that. You know, keep your eye out on the EGS, see what they come up with, and we'll look forward to hearing back from them. That said, we're gonna wrap up the show here. I hope you guys had a good time. Thank you, Maven, for being here once again, and of course, thank you even more, Sick, for jumping in and giving us this impromptu interview. Thanks a lot for your time, man.
No problem.
Any last words, Maven?
Yeah, of course. Check me out at twitter.com/mavencast. There'll be a lot of announcements coming up pretty soon, so definitely check that out.
Awesome.
And I love you guys.
Aww, sharing the love. And that said, of course, my final words as well. My final words, WoW sucks. Bye, guys!